So Disney slipped up once again. Disney has exposed their true agenda once again, along with Star Wars, Marvel, and Lucasfilm. All of their agendas are truly exposed once again, and it seems like they're doing this every single week. It seems like they're trying to make it look like an accident, but I don't believe for a second that it's on accident. I think they want the public to see this. I refuse to believe that Disney is this bad at PR, that they can have something like this leaked every single week. I don't believe that to be the case. I think they want this stuff leaked because they see a profit to be made on the left. Bob Chapek comes out and says that Disney isn't left or right leaning. That's all BS. They're definitely left leaning, and I don't believe that every single individual at Disney, I don't think all the Disney higher ups are left leaning. I probably think it's the opposite, honestly, but I think the Disney higher ups should see that there's a profit to be made off the left, that there are causes out there that people are very passionate about, borderline obsessed about, that could be profited off of. Whether or not that's true, that's kind of up to you to decide. I don't believe it's true. I don't think that those people really care about Disney products. I don't think that the people that aren't consuming Disney content will start to consume Disney content just because you say that there's a transgender person in Star Wars or some random minority is in Star Wars. I don't believe that to be the case. I don't think that they're that shallow. I don't think that they're that stupid, but Disney seems to believe that those people are that stupid and that they can profit off of their stupidity, and that is exposed once again in this article that I'm going to show you today. So this article from Bounding Into Comics says the Jim Henson Company issues audition call for inclusive puppeteering workshop excluding straight white males. Shocker, Hollywood hates straight white males. It is what it is. I've gotten over it at this point. I don't think they'll ever change in their ideals. I don't think they'll ever change in their racism, but I think their content will eventually change once they see that going woke will get you broke. Once they see that going woke doesn't make you any more money than if you didn't go woke. In fact, it makes you even less money because the people that they're excluding, the people that they don't like, the people that they don't put in their content, are the people that's actually paying to see their content, are their biggest spenders, whether you want to believe it or not. It's an uncomfortable truth, but it is the truth. And Hollywood will eventually learn that all these people, all Disney cares about, all Marvel Studios cares about, all Lucasfilm cares about is turning a profit. The only reason why they're excluding these certain groups of people is because they think it will make them more money. We have Kevin Feige coming out the other day and saying that Doctor Strange wasn't in the WandaVision finale simply because he was a white male and he didn't want a white male coming in to explain everything to Wanda. You think that's really because Kevin Feige doesn't like white males? He's literally a white male. That's not why. He thinks that it would hurt his profits. He thinks that it would hurt his viewership. He thinks that it would hurt the way that people view his company, Marvel Studios. He thinks that it would hurt his reputation. He doesn't actually care about a white male coming into WandaVision. He just cares about turning a profit for Disney. And that's the same way that Disney, that's the same way that Lucasfilm views everything too. But once they see that people don't like that stuff, no matter what race you are, no matter what gender you are, you don't like exclusion. We all want inclusion of all races, of all genders. You don't have to exclude certain groups of people in order to include others. And for some reason, Hollywood just cannot grasp that concept. For some reason, Hollywood is just too stupid to realize that most people don't like racism. Most people don't like gender exclusivity. But one day they'll end up learning once the money starts going down, once people actually stop watching their content because of the stuff that they're doing, once the general public starts to catch on, because people like me and like you need to keep spreading this word because the general public really doesn't see this coming. I didn't see it coming a few years ago until I got into this YouTube space, until I started watching these YouTube videos and started realizing, having all these epiphanies of what's going on. People like me and people like you watching this video, people like Bounding Into Comics, Pirates and Princesses, need to keep on spreading this word because people really do not see this stuff. As the zeitgeist of 2021 continues, big companies continue to pander to certain elements of society, particularly to anyone who is not a white male. Everything seems to echo this sentiment, from Kevin Feige's statement last week about why Doctor Strange didn't show up at WandaVision to the accusations of whitewashing in Star Wars The Bad Batch. To add to this continuing bandwagoning, the Jim Henson Company posted an audition call to Twitter this week for top talent and new creative voices from diverse communities and backgrounds to train as puppeteers in the Jim Henson technique. Described by the company as an inclusive workshop, the program's criteria states the Los Angeles company is currently looking to train members of the LGBTQ+ community, people of color, and women of all cultural backgrounds. This workshop also requires an applicant to submit a short sample of their puppetry and or their comedic work, and will take place across 5 days, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday in mid-July. Furthermore, the audition call also notes that even if one participates in the workshop, it does not guarantee employment. Absent from this audition announcement, white males. Like I said, I refuse to believe that Disney is this bad at PR, that they're this inadequate at PR. I think that they're doing this 100% on purpose. They think once again that they can profit off doing things like this, that they can profit off excluding certain groups of people in order to include the other groups of people, because that's what the extreme left wants. That's what this small minority on Twitter wants. But because they're so loud, because they're such a vocal minority, Disney believes them to be such a large group of people because how loud they are, how passionate they are, how obsessed they are with excluding certain groups of people. So Disney starts to exclude those groups of people as well, and they think that they can profit off of it. But in reality, they're going to make less money because of it, because the people that they're excluding and the people that don't like the people that they're excluding are the big spenders, are the people who are actually going to buy their content, pay for their content on a regular basis if they weren't excluded. Now, I'm not just talking about the people who they're actually excluding. I'm talking about the people who don't like the exclusion of any group of people, talking about people from all races, from all genders. They're not going to buy your content, and they were your biggest spenders in the first place. What's funny here is the namesake for the company, Jim Henson, is a white male if ever the world saw one. But on screen, you mostly saw his work in action: Kermit the Frog, Gonzo, Yoda, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the 1990 live-action film. For the first 2 entries on the list, he is synonymous with those creations. However, not many are familiar with his work in other major films in Hollywood, and his race, his gender, and his cultural background was never a factor. The continued push in the entertainment industry against the white male is notable. Every property coming out in the current year is strangely absent of strong characters with this aesthetic. Just look at Marvel Studios' Black Widow, a Marvel film set to come out this July, will feature a number of women, notably Scarlett Johansson in a reprisal of her Marvel Cinematic Universe character Black Widow / Natasha Romanoff. But like I said, Disney seems to think that there's a profit to be made off excluding these certain groups of people. And Anthony Mackie himself came out and exposed that. If you don't know, Anthony Mackie plays Falcon in the MCU, and he came out and said something that further confirms everything that we've thought over the years. Everything that we thought that Marvel, Disney, Lucasfilm, Star Wars, everything that we thought every single Disney property was doing, Anthony Mackie came out and confirmed that they were doing that. Once again, they don't care about any of these causes. They just want to make a profit. Anthony Mackie claims Disney and Marvel Studios are trying to change the way society looks at itself. Yeah, that's cool and all, Anthony Mackie, that's cool and all, Disney and Marvel Studios, but the thing is, we don't want you to do that. We just want to see good content. We want escapism, and whenever you put real world politics into your shows, whenever you have Falcon and Winter Soldier, a show that was mostly about real world politics, whenever you have shows like that, it takes away that escapism. It takes away the reasons for us watching your content, because we're watching Marvel, we're watching aliens invading from space, we're watching superheroes kill those aliens. We're not watching to see real world politics. We're watching to see escapism. We're watching to have fun. We're watching to escape the real world politics that you're putting into your shows now. And it seems all cool, it seems all noble that you're trying to change the way society looks at itself, but in reality, that's not what we want at all. We want you to do the opposite. We want you to ignore the way society looks at itself. We want you to ignore society's politics and give us some sort of escapism, but it seems like you can't even do that anymore because you think that there's a profit to be made off changing the way society looks at itself. There's no profit to be made there. There's money to be lost, and you're going to see that in the near future. And you're seeing that now with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier viewership being down, the WandaVision viewership being down, the entire Disney Plus viewership being down. Disney is losing money right now, and it's a result of things like this. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about this entire situation. What do you think about Disney once again proving that they do not like white males, that they're trying to exclude that group of people, and they're making it public that they're doing so? I don't think any of the Disney higher ups actually believe in any of the stuff that they're doing. I don't think they actually hate these certain groups of people that they're trying to exclude. I just think that they think that there's a profit to be made off of doing this, off of excluding certain groups of people, even though they're dead wrong and they're going to lose money because of this, because no one likes racism, no one likes exclusivity, and they'll learn that in the near future. They'll change their content up, they'll change their advertisement strategy in the near future, but it's going to take them losing money for a long time for it to happen, and it's already started to happen. We already got reports the other day that Disney is losing money. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, both of those links will be in the description as well. But thank you for watching the video, and hope to see you in the next one.